From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Tuesday morning and happy Veterans Day to all those that have served. We are going to keep it dry for Veterans Day, but rain chance is going to go up for Wednesday night and beyond that. Snow levels coming down, so could get some snow at pass level for Thursday morning and beyond that. And because of a combination of a warm front and a cold front, our wind gusts going to pick up for Thursday and Thursday night. Right now, you're taking a live look at Pasco. This view coming courtesy of the Dust Devils. We are seeing some fog off in the distance and some very thick fog for portions of the Tri-Cities. Also, this little pocket near Sunnyside and Grandview and Mabton, and a whole bunch of fog up towards Moses Lake and Ritzville. So in those areas, take it slow, use the low beams. I'm thinking in the Tri-Cities, that should lift by about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. In the lower Yakima Valley, it's going to be a little bit closer to 10 o'clock. And up towards Ritzville and Moses Lake, it's going to be closer to lunchtime when we're expecting the fog to mix out and lift out. Okay, otherwise, your day planner forecast for this Tuesday for lower elevations, mostly cloudy skies, a little bit more sunshine around midday for the valleys. But of course, rain chances, like I mentioned, going up for Wednesday night and beyond. We'll talk about that coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Also coming up on Good Morning Northwest, quick thinking by some residents jumping into action when flames broke out at their apartment complex. Now this morning, investigators say there may be more to the story. Coming up, what authorities say they believe caused this blaze.
Plus, a familiar face in Tri-Cities politics is heading the city council, and he's bringing decades of service with him. We hear from Kennewick's newest council member on what his plans look like.
And Pasco's outdoor pool is about to make a splash this winter thanks to a massive new dome. We're going to check out the latest renovations at Memorial Park, and it's all on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jade Elliott. It is Tuesday, November 11th, and it is Veterans Day.
Yes, thank you to all those who have served. We have a lot of freebies to tell you about later on in the newscast, but we want to start your top stories, and we're starting off with Fire Watch. That's where residents of a Pasco apartment complex acted fast, and this to put out a fire that was scorching the outside of their building.
Yeah, this happened just late yesterday morning. Take a look. We have video from the scene. Firefighters believe someone actually intentionally set this fire at the Silver Creek Apartments in a breezeway, but people living there quickly taking action, calling 911 and throwing water on that fire before crews even got there.
Fire officials say the fire caused only minor damage to the outside of the building. Both firefighters and police are now investigating the incident as a possible act of arson.
If it wasn't caught early, sounds like some occupants saw some smoke coming into their apartment building. And so they ran outside into the breezeway and they started throwing pots of water on it. So they're the ones that really put the fire out, and we're happy that they're home and able to do that.
Authorities say luckily no one was hurt, but everyone there, of course, is being reminded to report any suspicious activity they might see immediately.
Now to a crime alert out of Ellensburg, where a man is in jail after allegedly pointing a gun at another person. This happened early Sunday morning. Police responded just after 2:30 to a report of a gunshot at an apartment complex on North B Street. Officers say a 23-year-old resident was armed during a dispute, and a struggle over the gun led to a shot being fired. No one was injured, and the suspect was arrested and booked into Kittitas County Jail on a charge of first-degree assault.
6:04 now to your voice, your vote in Kennewick. While many results in Benton County from election night are still unofficial, one city council race has pretty much been decided. Apple Valley News Now, William Albert caught up with the city of Kennewick's newest council member.
Benton County Sheriff's Deputy Brad Clippard is slated to be the newest member of the Kennewick City Council, currently leading his race for position 4 at large by more than 4,300 votes, holding about 66% of the vote. Clippard, who also serves as school resource officer for the Keona Bend School District, is no stranger to service. He spent 34 years in the military, 20 of which as a helicopter pilot, reaching the rank of colonel, and even served as commander of the Washington State Guard. Clippard says serving his country was something he always felt called to do.
I love my country, and I was more than willing to pay the price to protect freedom while I was able to. So I did it because of love of country.
But Clippard's service goes beyond the military. He spent 14 years in the Washington State House of Representatives and has run for other offices as well. Clippard says his city council race came after community members asked him to step up once again.
Can't always say it's somebody else's responsibility. As Americans, we need to step up in our communities and say, I'm willing to serve not only my country, not only my county, but I'm willing to serve my city.
As a City of Kennewick City Councilman, Brad Clippard will serve a 4-year term. And he tells me that as a city councilman, there are a couple key issues that he really wants to tackle right away.
And as a law enforcement officer, I've seen the results of people who have become drug addicted. It's horrible, it's horrid. So to fight to save our citizens from drug addiction and the horrible results that brings, I as a city council member will do the same thing in the city of Kennewick to do everything I can to protect our citizens.
Clippard says above all, it's about serving, listening to the community, and being accountable. And he has a message for anyone thinking about running for office.
If you're running for political office for your own fame and glory, please don't. If you don't have a servant's heart, if you don't love the people that you're hoping to serve, please don't run for office. It's so easy for me because I love my community and I love the people that I serve. Today there was several hundred children here in this high school auditorium celebrating Veterans Day. I am not afraid to tell each and every one of those kids that I love them.
Clippard says he is focused on leading by example and serving with intent. In Benton City, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
So if the results hold, Clippard will officially begin his 4-year term as city council member in January of next year.
Now to Pasco, and cold weather won't stop swimmers this winter. The city is putting the final touches on a new inflatable dome over Memorial Aquatic Park. Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen says this project will keep the pool open year-round for the first time.
At Memorial Aquatic Park, a big change is taking shape. Crews are installing an inflatable dome that will turn this outdoor pool into a warm, weather-protected space.
We look forward to the ability that it'll give not only Pasco but here in the Tri-Cities to have some year-round swimming indoors.
The city first explored the idea in 2018, looking for a way to maximize use of the pool and offer more programs during colder months. The structure covers the entire pool area, locking in heat and protecting swimmers from wind and rain.
The way the dome is set up, it keeps things contained in there with the air exchange blowing the air, keeping it inflated, that positive pressure, and then there is backup generator.
The dome will make it easier to host community classes and events while reducing the need for costly heating upgrades.
We keep the water at about 80 degrees, and so a lot of indoor pool places, the water temperature does have effect on what the indoor air temperature is.
The project costs just under $2 million. Final inspections are underway before the city announces the official opening date. Once everything's in place, this dome will give swimmers a warm, weatherproof space to enjoy all winter long. Reporting in Pasco, Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
And city leaders say this project could serve as a model for other outdoor pools in the region, helping extend swimming seasons and community programs even when the temperatures turn cold.
6:08 now, and looking ahead to community events as we celebrate Veterans Day today and all who served. We have several community events that are being held to commemorate the holiday.
So in Kennewick, one local organization is gearing up to give back to those who served. The Columbia Basin Veterans Center is hosting its 5th annual Tri-Cities Veterans Resource Expo and Stand Down. That's this Friday, November 14th.
The event brings together dozens of local agencies offering free services like healthcare, employment help, housing assistance, and even haircuts for veterans. Organizers say it's not just about resources, but it's about building community and showing appreciation.
You have a whole community who cares. So you have over 80 vendors coming together. We expect about 600 to 700 veterans, if not more, because it'll grow from last year. And you have people stepping up, and it's awesome.
It's also a chance for veterans to reconnect with one another, share their experiences, and find a sense of belonging, something that organizers say can make all the difference when it comes to mental health and recovery.
Again, this is on Friday, November 14th. It'll be at the Southridge Sports Complex from 9 to 3. The Veterans Resource Expo and Stand Down will be open to all veterans and their families.
And speaking of Veterans Day, coming up, we're talking free meals, discounts, and
From
special
Apple
thank
Valley
yous.
News Now.
The weather's going to be later, but we're going to talk about businesses after the break, those that are giving back to those who served. We'll also tell you where veterans can cash in on those deals this Veterans Day.
And we will be talking weather. We'll check in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth with your first alert forecast as we give you that live look outside from our Dust Devils camera in Pasco. It is 10 minutes after 6 on this Tuesday, and we're back right after the break.
I'm a real wild one. Some days are the fun days. The days you get to go wild, which makes the Ford Ranger perfect for you. Made to haul, made for the trail, and made for any wild idea you've got. Get a wild deal on a Ranger today. Lease a 2025 Ford Ranger Super Crew 4x4 for just $279 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
It matters every day and every night. It matters that we're not just in your community, but that we're part of it.
We'd be happy to help you.
Making sure everyone feels welcomed and rewarded.
Extra bucks on the way out.
It matters that we're here for what the doctor prescribed.
Thanks so much, Eric.
And also, just what the doctor ordered.
Need some help?
Right by your side.
Hi, Alex.
Right when you need us.
I'm gonna go grab that for you. Okay?
Welcome to CVS. Join us.
Wheel of Fortune Live, America's game show, comes to your hometown in this thrilling live theatrical experience. Contestants are randomly selected from the audience to solve puzzles and win big. Live at Legends Event Center, Saturday, November 15th and Sunday, November 16th. Don't miss your chance to spin it to win it. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com and at the Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Wheel of Fortune Live.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
My name is Lauren Martin. I started to work out at Hanford in 1982, and for 20 years I worked with the fleet, repairing cranes, locomotives, cars, ambulances, fire trucks, everything. After 20 years, then I came down with a disease. There are some very, very expensive drugs, and my copay on that is $0. All I have to do is pick up the phone and it's there.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not, and just kind of let them know what those next steps are, the timeline of how long it could take for them to get approved.
It's the greatest harvest on earth. Fly the Northwest tonight. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. On Thursday, we're going to have a combination of a warm front passing, then a cold front passing. So that's why wind gusts are going to go up to around 20 to 40 miles per hour across the region. Now for Thursday, it looks like the strongest gusts are going to be in the Blues, but the Blue foothills could see gusts up to 35 miles per hour. And then as the gusts are going to shift out of the north and west, much more widespread gusts anywhere between 20 to 35 miles per hour. Okay, in spite of all the fronts passing, high temperatures going to stay put, going to stay in the 50s over the next 7 days. So for today, we'll be in the low to mid 50s for the valleys and the basin and the foothills, 40s and 50s up in the mountains, and highs just going to stay around that range over the next 7 days. So feeling pretty normal for the second and eventually into the third week of November. Overnight lows mostly going to stay put as well in the 30s. There's going to be a few exceptions to that rule. The first exception being tonight, low to mid 40s for places like Pendleton, Hermiston, Walla Walla. The rest of us going to be in the 30s except for in the Blue Mountains. And those overnight lows going to end up being in the 30s in the Yakima Valley at least through Sunday night. But by Monday night, can maybe slip down into the upper 20s. I'm thinking that the Tri-Cities probably still going to be in the low 30s at this point, but this is still 7 days out, so these numbers are subject to change. And our weather is going to experience changes in the form of rain chances going up for Wednesday night and beyond. Snow levels going down. Could see some snow at pass level. I'll talk about both those things coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. 6:15. And in your consumer news this morning, it is Veterans Day. And if you're a veteran or know someone who is, there are plenty of ways that the community is saying thank you, including free meals and special events.
That's right. And Texas Roadhouse is hosting a Veterans Day event with live music, a guest speaker, and meal vouchers for veterans.
It's a full day of music, celebration, recognition, and a chance for the community to say thank you to those who have served. Between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. today, the restaurant is giving out free meal vouchers, which can be redeemed anytime through May 31st of next year for one of 10 meals plus a drink.
And the celebration kicks off with the presentation of the flags escorted by a motorcycle brigade, followed by a welcome speech from Franklin County Sheriff Jim Raymond. And veterans will also enjoy live patriotic music from Vicki Evans and a concert from noon to 2 p.m. featuring Vicki and the Boys, plus one and Vicki's Neighborhood Singers, a children's choir.
So much fun. And Sports Clips is offering free haircuts to veterans today. This will be at the locations in Kennewick and Richland.
And there are a lot of freebies going on for vets. We're going to tell you about some of them now. So Applebee's is offering a free meal. Also, IHOP is offering free red, white, and blue pancakes.
And you can get 10 free boneless wings and fries at Buffalo Wild Wings. Also, Krispy Kreme is offering a free donut and coffee. Olive Garden offering a free meal. And so many more. You can see them up on your screen. Proof of service, of course, is required, but so many ways that our community is saying thank you.
And you can check it out all online, too.
Yeah.
All right, keep it here because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Josh Colbert is back with how your weather is looking. It's all coming up in his full first alert weather forecast. It's getting a little lighter outside. Is that light or fog?
Yeah, I think so.
Or is that my contact lens being blurry?
I think it's all of the above except the light. Yeah. We'll be right back after the break.
Tuesdays are my favorite day of the week because the single Papa Burger combos are just $5.99. And I wait all week for this.
And so do I.
And that's why I always get two.
The Tuesday Special at A&W.
The Veterans Day sale is on now at all Walker's Furniture stores.
Get some of the biggest store-wide savings of the year, including double discounts. Or no money down, no minimum purchase, no interest financing for up to 5 years. Living rooms to bedrooms, dining sets to mattresses. Save big and make your home a space that everyone can enjoy.
And with a double sales tax discount, it's the perfect time to get your home ready for the holidays. Today through Tuesday at Walker's.
Welcome to KVH Orthopedics, now in our newly renovated space that's modern and welcoming, with appointments available when you need them. Our state-of-the-art facility and advanced technology provide expert diagnostic and surgical care. Our team is with you every step of the way, helping you get back to the life you love. Experience the next level of orthopedic care at KVH. Schedule your appointment today. Kittitas Valley Healthcare, your home for health.
It's 4 parties this week, Ryan. At this rate, we're gonna have to take out a second mortgage.
Don't worry, this is Grocery Outlet. Saving big's kind of the thing.
He's right. You'd be surprised how much you can get for less here. From gourmet items to everyday staples, we've got it all.
Even this is in our budget?
Absolutely. Go ahead, grab more.
Hey, don't worry. The house is safe.
Okay, spa day with the girls, because these parties aren't gonna de-stress themselves.
Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
It's hump day, and you know what that means. Hello Country Fried Steak. Get a delicious meal for just $5.99 to make your Wednesday feel like the weekend. Yes, Wednesdays only, Country Fried Steak is just $5.99. Happy hump day from KFC.
The Palouse. There's no place like it on earth.
I'm a 5th generation farm boy. We've been doing this since 1875.
It's harvest time on Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
Next live, Elle Fanning.
I'm definitely an LA girl.
Is this cold for you right now?
Yes, freezing.
This is nothing.
Plus, Andy Garcia from Landman.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We'll have many rain chances in the forecast from Wednesday night and beyond that. So let's go ahead and show you the why of it. So why are we going to be dry today? Well, that's going to be because high pressure is parked over the northwest, but it's not parked for long as it's racing off towards the east. And eventually this is going to be the weather maker as we head into Wednesday and beyond. A low pressure system. You see a cold front, you see a warm front, and those two fronts passing. That's why our wind gusts are going to go up for Thursday. And this is also why we're going to see rain and snow chances pretty consistently for the mountains, less so for lower elevations, and then another storm system after that. So let's go ahead and put all this into motion with Futurecast radar. 4 p.m. today, looking pretty dry. Now we could see a few showers this evening and into the overnight hours for the valleys and for the Cascades. For Wednesday morning, looking dry out there, but then by lunchtime, maybe a few more showers, a few more into the afternoon. This is 4 p.m. on Wednesday. And then for midnight Wednesday, as we transition into Thursday, more widespread rainfall. And I'm thinking after 4 a.m. on Thursday, even more widespread rainfall. So here's what those precip chances look like in the Tri-Cities over the next 7 days. Our wettest day is going to be Thursday, then little shower chances 10 to 30% for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Rainfall totals during the stretch, and again, the heaviest stuff is going to be 4 a.m. on Thursday to 4 p.m. on Monday. 2.5+ inches of this would both be rainfall and melted snowfall in the Cascades, less than an inch of that in the Blues, and definitely a lot less for lower elevations, especially for the valleys and basin. Snow levels going down for Thursday morning and beyond, so we will have some snow at pass level. This is going to happen in 2 distinct waves. The first one 10 a.m. on Thursday to 4 p.m. on Saturday, a few inches for Snoqualmie Pass and White Pass, a couple inches for Tollgate, and then that next wave 4 p.m. on Saturday to 4 p.m. on Monday. Again, a few more inches for Snoqualmie and White Pass, a couple more inches for Oregon 204 at Tollgate. For now, it doesn't look like we'll have pass closures or chain requirements, but this is still many days out, so those numbers are subject to change. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Dry Tuesday and Wednesday, then more wet weather Thursday and beyond. In Yakima, mostly cloudy, but mostly dry today and tomorrow, then much wetter towards the end of the week. In Ellensburg, partly cloudy today, overcast tomorrow, then rain likely Thursday. For Hermiston, dry Tuesday and Wednesday, rain likely Thursday, then small shower chances Friday through Monday. And finally for Walla Walla, mostly cloudy with mid-50s today and tomorrow, trending wetter Thursday, then holding on to persistent shower chances after that.
Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, the Duchess is decking the halls. Meghan Markle is giving fans a peek inside her California home for a brand new Netflix holiday special. And we have all the details coming up in your entertainment headlines. Jade is not so excited.
It'll be interesting to see what she's doing.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what's going on. We're going to have the details after the break.
Flower sprinkles everywhere, I'm sure.
Oh.
I'm a real wild one. Life is wild. There's work to be done. Adventure around every corner. And a truck that handles it all. The 2025 Ford F-150. It's rugged, loaded with tech, and built to go wild. Get a wild deal on an F-150 today. Lease a 2025 F-150 STX Super Crew 4x4 for just $329 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Soon.
What about now? Hey, Dad!
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel protected, with coverage that moves with you, you're free to enjoy your dreams.
Isn't this the dream, Grandpa?
Bundle life and save up to 43% on home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery. Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Glenwood Square's Holiday Arts and Crafts Fair is this Saturday, November 15th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Visit us at 5110 Tyatin Drive and stroll the 100-year-old warehouse in heated comfort. Many fine artisans showcasing their crafts just in time for your seasonal gift giving. Enjoy lunch at one of our fun restaurants, Sesta Cucina, Xochimilco, or The Pub. Glenwood Square's Holiday Bazaar at 5110 Tyatin Drive, Saturday, November 15th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Apple Valley News Now investigates patient complaints against a local doctor Wednesday at 6.
Welcome back. In your entertainment headlines, the cause of death for KISS founding member Ace Frehley has been released.
The guitarist passed away of blunt trauma injuries to the head after a fall. Morris County Medical Examiner ruling Frehley's death an accident.
Frehley had suffered a fall weeks before his death on October 16th. In late September, he called the fall minor, but did cancel a performance set for the next day.
In early October, Frehley canceled his remaining tour dates for the year due to what he called ongoing medical issues. And Frehley co-founded KISS in 1973 and left 9 years later.
Former bandmates Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons, and Peter Criss attending a memorial for him in New York City. He was 74 years old.
Rest in peace. And out of more Hollywood headlines, someone from The Godfather just met His Holiness. Actor Robert De Niro was received by Pope Leo XIV in the Vatican on Friday.
De Niro was in the midst of a 2-day trip through Rome and wanted to end it with a handshake from the Pope. I mean, who wouldn't, right? According to Vatican News, the men spoke briefly in English and took a photo in the Sala del Torinetto of the Apostolic Palace. That was a lot.
Yeah.
The 82-year-old De Niro has Italian roots. You talking to me? He famously spoke Sicilian throughout the Godfather sequel, for which he won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor.
And finally, in your entertainment news, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, will soon be featured in a new Netflix special.
It's called With Love, Meghan, Holiday Celebration. Streaming service says the special will explore how the Duchess plans to celebrate the holidays at her home in Montecito, California.
The show will debut on December 3rd. Netflix has had previous success showcasing the Duchess. She previously had a lifestyle series, With Love, Meghan, that was a big hit. The show highlighted some of her passions, including cooking and entertaining.
But none of it actually took place in her home, so it'll be interesting to see kind of what she
Is it like
in and what
like a prop home that they use?
Yeah, they did. They used a house kind of down the street from theirs.
Oh, yeah, because that's a security issue.
Because that's relatable.
Right, yeah. What else did she do in that special? Like, was it relatable?
No, not necessarily.
I'm excited to see this.
She has some thoughtful ideas.
Okay, yeah.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of like the kind of a semi-homemade type of scenario where, you know, she makes some things.
Right, and usually like you want
mixes
quick
it
things,
in.
You want tips and tricks.
No,
okay.
she makes
I see.
rainbow fruit
I'm really gonna watch
platters
this and
for
come
her
back to you with
children.
my
Nobody got
thoughts
time
and my
for
notes.
that.
The same thing we were talking about with Emily in Paris, where like that's a show I could never relate to anything in that show.
Right.
Same thing here.
It's too unrealistic. Like, there's no way she's doing all that and accomplishing all that.
Absolutely not. Nope.
But it's fun to watch.
Yeah, it gives us something to pretend to strive for.
Exactly.
I don't know. All right, 628 still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. From historic grandstands to modern upgrades, see how Ellensburg is keeping its rodeo roots alive while improving the fan experience.
Plus, an H1 legend is retiring, but not before he's honored by the greats. It's all coming up in your 6:30 half hour.
Tuesdays are my favorite day of the week because the single Papa Burger combos are just $5.99. And I wait all week for this.
And so do I.
And that's why I always get two.
The Tuesday special at A&W.
I mean, I could not lose. I was running out of places to put it. Craps, blackjack, slots. It was unreal.
Speaking of unreal, why do you have 6 fingers?
Oh, that. Well, with payouts like this, Northern Quest decided to save money on actors' fees, so I'm actually AI generated.
Oh, okay.
How about that?
Life. It's a crazy thing when you think about it. It's either about making memories or remembering those moments that matter most. Broadmoor RV has been serving families and its community in the Pacific Northwest for over 20 years. From travel trailers to toy haulers, truck campers, motorhomes, and fifth wheels, we have what you need to start creating memories with the ones you love. So get out there and make those memories last a lifetime. Broadmoor RV. We make camping fun.
In an instant, your world can shatter. At Quantum Legal, we understand injuries can be an immense burden, taking a toll on your body and leaving you drowning in medical expenses. Battling insurance companies without legal representation will make matters worse. We are committed to advocating for your deserved compensation. Quantum Legal, where compassion meets justice.
With irresistibly smooth melting chocolate in every Lindor, you can melt into every holiday moment. This year, bring out Lindor from the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
The Veterans Day sale is on now at all Walker's Furniture stores.
Get some of the biggest store-wide savings of the year, including double discounts. Or no money down, no minimum purchase, no interest financing for up to 5 years. Living rooms to bedrooms, dining sets to mattresses. Save big and make your home a space that everyone can enjoy.
And with a double sales tax discount, it's the perfect time to get your home ready for the holidays. Today through Tuesday at Walker's.
Attention viewers, Good News Today, produced by Richland Lutheran Church, airing Sundays at 9 a.m., will be airing this Sunday at 10 a.m. Good News Today will resume its regularly scheduled time on Sunday, November 23rd at 9 a.m.
It's hump day, and you know what that means. Hello, Country Fried Steak. Get a delicious meal for just $5.99 to make your Wednesday feel like the weekend. Yes, Wednesdays only, Country Fried Steak is just $5.99. Happy hump day from KFC.
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Tuesday morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us, joining us on this Veterans Day for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, Josh, some of these sky cams are looking like my contact lens were blurry because there's patchy fog.
Yeah.
Got to turn on the defrost a little bit. Is that how those work?
Yeah, I just got to clean out the contact lens or switch them out.
Talking to a guy who hasn't had his eyes checked in a while. So,
okay,
yeah.
that explains just kidding.
Right? Wait,
Yeah.
It's always like, what's on that monitor?
Right.
It's more because of the angle of the.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Let's go ahead and get into our big weather stories before I expose myself anymore. So rain chance is going to pick up Wednesday night into Thursday, and beyond that, we have an atmospheric river, a series of storm systems, and snow level is going to drop down to pass level with said storm system for Thursday morning and beyond. And because of a combination of cold fronts also associated with said series of storm systems, wind gusts going to pick up for Thursday and Thursday night. Here's a live look at Jessica's contact lenses and also a live look at Kenwick. This view coming courtesy of the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app. You can get it for free in the App Store or on Google Play. Yeah, it's foggy out there, folks, and we are, even though the number here says 7.7, that's just the model picking up on one particular location. Just know we have seen visibility down to a quarter of a mile for portions of the lower Columbia Basin and up and down the Yakima Valley, and some widespread, very thick fog up towards Moses Lake and Ritzville. In those areas, take it slow and use the low beams. Your hourly forecast for this Tuesday, mostly sunny skies around lunchtime. I'm thinking a lot of that fog is going to lift by 10 o'clock. So for today, for lower elevations, low to mid 50s, mostly cloudy skies, but rain on the way. I'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thanks so much. 6:34. We begin this half hour of news in Ellensburg, where even though rodeo season is over, the stadium is far from quiet.
In fact, it's buzzing with exciting renovation work that'll transform this historic venue. The plans for this massive construction project began over a decade ago, aiming to address key safety, accessibility, and public health concerns.
Yeah, so Carl Jensvold from the Ellensburg Rodeo Board has been involved since the start and calls it a huge improvement that'll expand the rodeo's rich history.
We identified that we needed to address some safety, accessibility, and public health concerns, and just the type of event that we wanted to hold. And so this is a huge improvement, and it's going to help expand the history of the Ellensburg Rodeo moving forward.
Demolition continues through November with foundation work starting early 2026 and the project being set to be done by the 2026 rodeo.
And talking sports as we go from rodeo to racing.
Yeehaw.
Dave Villwock, the winningest driver in H1 Unlimited history, is retiring this year from hydroplane racing.
So Villwock won the Gold Cup at the Tri-City Water Follies this year, his record-breaking 11th Gold Cup victory. And retiring on top, he's the oldest to ever race a hydroplane at 71 years old.
Villwock will be formally inducted into the Motorsports Hall of Fame of America in March of 2026. A well-desered honor. Yeah.
Love it.
It was really fun to see him win.
Oh, nice.
This last summer. Love it.
Just winning.
Just winning. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. When a Veterans Day tradition was suddenly canceled, local volunteers answered the call. One flag, one grave, and one hero at a time. Coming up, how a last-minute act of community filled the Riverside National Cemetery with thousands of flags. That's all coming up after the break.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Raising children is a wonderful adventure. Just when you think you have it all figured out, it all changes.
Time for school.
With Washington's Get Prepaid Tuition Plan, you can save for their next big step after high school, whatever that might be.
You ready? We're ready.
When you believe in your children's dreams, so do they. Start saving today at 529.wa.gov.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery, Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
Dear First Place, experts agree Toyota value can't be beat. Drivers agree Toyota quality rides long and strong. Add hybrid choices like no other, and you'll win the long game by a country mile. Toyota. Toyota is KBB's best resale value brand 5 years in a row. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
For 25 years, you've made Triple Play more than just a place to play. You've turned it into a place where memories are made. We want to thank our amazing guests and community. From birthday parties to company outings and spontaneous weekend adventures, your memories are what make Triple Play special. Here's to 25 years of fun and many more to come. Thank you for being part of our story.
A local doctor and regional medical center in a legal fire store.
I don't view intimacy the same anymore.
And former patients who seek justice.
My life will never be the same.
What they say happened behind the white coat. Apple Valley News Now investigates. Wednesday night at 6.
This is your home for Kraken hockey. Every goal.
He scores!
Every save.
What a stop!
Every game.
That's hockey, baby!
Watch us defend the deep.
Kraken, Blue Jackets. Coverage begins at 7 tonight on MeTV. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We're going to have a combo of a warm front passing, then a cold front passing for Thursday and Thursday night. That's going to swirl our winds around, gusts anywhere between 20 to 40 miles per hour. So for Thursday, it looks like the strongest winds are going to be in the Blue Mountains, gust up around 40 miles per hour, 35 miles per hour for places like Pendleton and Walla Walla. And then for Thursday night, as those winds shift out of the north and west, more widespread gusts anywhere between 20 to 35 miles per hour across the region. So in spite of multiple fronts passing us, high temperatures going to stay pretty even kill over the next 7 days, as we'll end up being in the 50s. So 50s for today, low to mid 50s for the valleys, for the basin, for the foothills as well, 40s and 50s up in the mountains. And not only in the Yakima Valley, but also in the lower Columbia Basin, we'll keep it in the 50s for the next 7 days, feeling pretty normal for the second and eventually into the third week of November. Overnight lows mostly down in the 30s, a few exceptions to that rule. The first exception would be for tonight in places like Hermiston, Pendleton, Walla Walla, low to mid 40s, but mid to upper 30s for the valleys. We'll have some upper 30s for the lower Columbia Basin as well. And those overnight lows, you see, there's going to be a few nights where we'll be in the very low 40s in the lower Columbia Basin, but look at Monday night of next week, dropping down into the low 30s. I'm thinking at that point we'll end up in the upper 20s in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. But the biggest weather story going to be those rain chances picking up for Wednesday night and beyond. I'll show you how much rain we're expecting coming up in a few minutes.
All right, it is 6:41 and looking ahead to today, as it is Veterans Day, and one Southern California community made sure no hero was forgotten.
This after a major flag-laying event was suddenly canceled because of the government shutdown.
But as CBS LA's Zach Boetto shows us, some last-minute volunteers stepped in to make sure every veteran at Riverside National Cemetery was still honored. So take a look.
One by one, these last-minute volunteers answered the call to place an American flag near each veteran's gravesite in the Riverside National Cemetery ahead of Veterans Day.
I love my vets and prayed about it. So the Lord said, it's okay. Go ahead and do your thing here.
And this group is unique. They responded to a need for volunteers through a social media post from the Corona Chamber Foundation after the organization, A Flag for Every Hero, had to cancel its annual event this weekend, which normally helps to place over 300,000 flags on the cemetery grounds.
So we have over 3,000 flags that we have in stock, and I said, why don't we just use those? And let's go out and do this.
A Flag for Every Hero officials say cemetery employees were furloughed as a result of the government shutdown, sparking concerns over event insurance, trash, and restrooms.
And while the restrooms here at the cemetery are open today, because of the furloughs, the organization says it couldn't be sure that the restrooms would be open today or that emergency services would be available had an emergency taken place.
So the community stepped up and rallied one another to gather the flags they have in support of veterans and their families.
And especially being a veteran, it just makes you feel good because it's people appreciating what you did.
While the volunteers today feel it's a privilege to be able to help out and place flags for Veterans Day, Pat Atwood, who has children currently serving, is calling for lawmakers to come together for the ones who have written a blank paycheck for our country.
Get this budget voted on. Get our kids our money. Get every person that's serving their money. They deserve it.
In Riverside, Zach Boetto, CBS LA.
And those volunteers say they're already planning to do it again next year, no matter what.
I love it.
Love to see it.
I know. Well, and it's so well deserved. I mean, our veterans do so much for our country, and they've served, and a lot of them continue to serve in different ways. So we thank you to all of them, including my husband, who's a veteran.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that. What the heck?
I know, right?
Oh, well, now I know.
Now you know.
Thank you to him.
I'm like the layers.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
There's a lot of layers.
Back.
Yeah.
Onion layer by onion layer.
All right, 6:44 is still ahead. Your morning sprint, everything you need to know as you head out the door this morning. and give you a live look outside from right here at our Apple Valley Studios in Kennewick, where we are sitting inside. I know, you rinsed your contacts.
Yep, I did.
The fog has lifted a little bit, and Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will be back with your full First Alert forecast after the break on this Veterans Day.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
Welcome to the neighborhood, Jordan.
Thanks, guys. Because when you feel protected, you can dream fearlessly. Go on. Bundle and save up to 40%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,300 off on a new Daikin Fit system, plus free thermostat when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
You know you want a burger, so make it my Smash Jack. Rated the best burger in fast food. It's even got more beef than a Big Mac. Chin up, Ronald. Maybe you'll get a participation trophy. My Smash Jack combos are still on top.
Welcome to Jack in the Box. The buzz is absolutely deafening. Let's go! This is an electric environment.
Saturday Night Football, all season long on ABC.
Saturday nights on Apple Valley News Now, sponsored locally by Prosser Orthopedic Center. This is how we care.
Mid-Columbia Libraries invites the community to come together through the power of stories by reading great books and meeting the authors who write them. This year's Mid-Columbia Reads Literary Festival celebrates Remarkably Bright Creatures by New York Times bestselling author Shelby Van Pelt. Join us Thursday, November 13th at 7 p.m. at CBC's Jurdy Center in Pasco. Enjoy an evening with the author and get your book signed. This free event is open to everyone.
Did you work at a DOE nuclear site? Do you have your white card? Talk to CNS Cares. We provide the best in-home care for former energy workers. Our local nurses bring you reliable, compassionate care you can count on. And your dedicated care manager will help you get all the care and benefits you've earned.
If there's a lot of things you want to do in life, you probably need to get on this program.
Who you choose matters. Visit cnscares.com.
Much to the delight of our customers, John Gray now brings you Gray's Pizza and Bar, your new favorite spot in Grandview for great foods and good times. Busy day? No worries. Call ahead and order your favorite pizza to go. Quick, easy pickup, slices, salads, and soft drinks. Lunch made simple with our Monday to Friday quick lunch special. Students get $1 off every pizza slice, and school staff enjoy 10% off their orders Monday through Friday until 4 p.m. Gray's Pizza and Bar. Great deals, great eats right here in Grandview. Come see us today.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
Welcome to the neighborhood, Jordan.
Thanks, guys. Because when you feel protected, you can dream fearlessly. Go on. Bundle and save up to 40%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
It's the greatest harvest on earth. Fly the Northwest tonight. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Rain chance is going to go up for Wednesday night and beyond, so let's show you the why behind that, okay? Here's Futurecast satellite and radar. Now, the reason why we're going to be dry for today, high pressure just sort of parked over the Pacific Northwest. High pressure means dry conditions, but low pressure means the opposite. So as we head into Wednesday, you see this storm system approaching the region, and then eventually the fronts are going to pass. The warm front, the cold front, the occluded front, all that to say wind gusts going to pick up for Thursday, and also rain chances going to pick up as well, and then another storm system ensuing. So here is Futurecast radar, a much smaller, closer look at Futurecast radar. So this evening could maybe have a few showers in the valleys, also up in the Cascades. I would not bank on that, especially for the valleys, though. And then for Wednesday morning, looking pretty dry out there. 12 p.m., maybe just a few sprinkles. Definitely a little bit more in the way of rainfall for Wednesday afternoon. And then you see deeper into the evening. This is midnight as we transition into Thursday. Much more widespread rain. And then after 4 a.m., it's really going to pick up. So here's what those precip chances look like day by day in the Yakima Valley. Thursday definitely going to be the wettest day, then 20 to 30% shower chances for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Here are some of the rainfall totals we're expecting from 4 in the morning on Thursday to 4 p.m. on Monday. So this is going to be the heaviest time frame. Over 2.5 inches of water for the Cascades and just less than an inch for the Blues. Definitely not much doing for lower elevations, especially for the valleys and the basin. Snow levels drifting down for Thursday morning and beyond. So we could have snow for pass level for both mountain ranges. This is going to happen in 2 distinct waves. Wave number 1 going to be 10 a.m. on Thursday to 4 p.m. on Saturday. A few inches for Snoqualmie Pass and White Pass, a couple inches for Oregon 204 at Tollgate, and then for 4 p.m. on Saturday to 4 p.m. on Monday. That's the second wave. And again, maybe a few more inches for Snoqualmie Pass and White Pass, maybe a couple more inches for Oregon 204 at Tollgate. These numbers subject to change. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Dry Tuesday and Wednesday, then more wet weather Thursday and beyond. In Yakima, mostly cloudy, but mostly dry today and tomorrow, then much wetter towards the end of the week. In Ellensburg, partly cloudy today, overcast tomorrow, then rain likely Thursday. For Hermiston, dry Tuesday and Wednesday, rain likely Thursday, then small shower chances Friday through Monday. And finally, for Walla Walla, mostly cloudy with mid-50s today and tomorrow, trending wetter Thursday, then holding on to persistent shower chances after that. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, why Major League Baseball is putting limits on prop bets. After Cleveland Guardians players Emmanuel Clase and Luis Ortiz were accused of rigging pitches so bettors could take home a windfall, bets on balls and strikes are now capped at $200 each. The limit is meant to protect the game from what the baseball commissioner calls integrity concerns raised by these types of small wagers.
When activity like this takes place, particularly irregular betting patterns on smaller, obscure wagers, it can be identified, reported, and the bad actors can be rooted out.
Mr. Ortiz, any comment at all? Federal prosecutors say both players conspired with bettors to rig pitches in professional baseball games so that the bettors would profit, and sometimes they received bribes and kickback payments. Coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on the MLB's decision and how they believe it will impact the game going forward. With your GMA First Look, I'm Aaron Katursky, ABC News, New York.
My generalized myasthenia gravis was unpredictable and limited what I could do. But Ultomiris is continuous symptom control with improvement in activities of daily living. It is reduced muscle weakness, and Ultomiris is the only long-acting GMG treatment with the freedom of just 6 to 7 infusions per year. For a predictable routine, I can count on.
Ultomiris may lower your ability to fight infections, increasing your chance of serious meningococcal and other infections, which may become life-threatening or fatal. Complete or update meningococcal vaccines at least 2 weeks before you start. If treatment is urgent, you should receive antibiotics with your vaccines. Don't start if you have a meningococcal infection. Infusion reactions may include back, belly, limb, or chest pain, muscle spasms, blood pressure changes, tiredness, shaking chills, bad taste, breathing problems, or face, tongue, or throat swelling. Ultomiris is continuous symptom control. Talk to your neurologist today.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 6:52. It's time for your morning sprint. We start with your national headlines. The U.S. Supreme Court turned down a chance to overturn its precedent that recognizes a constitutional right to same-sex marriage. The decision threw out an appeal that had upset LGBTQ supporters who feared the High Court might revisit the decade-old ruling and potentially change it. The appeal denied by the justices was from Kim Davis, the former Kentucky County Clerk who refused to issue marriage licenses after the 2015 ruling, and she's facing hundreds of thousands of dollars in legal fees and damages for not issuing those licenses. The court did not explain the reasoning behind its decision.
6:53 now to the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. Starting in Ellensburg, where police have arrested a 23-year-old man after an early morning dispute that ended with a gunshot. Officers say the suspect pointed a firearm at another person. Then there was a struggle which caused the weapon to discharge. Luckily, no one was injured, but the man is now facing first-degree assault charges in Kittitas County.
Pasco residents are being credited with stopping a fire yesterday morning. This was at the Silver Creek Apartments before that fire spread. Firefighters believe the blaze was intentionally set in a breezeway, but neighbors quickly called 911 and threw water on it. No one was hurt, and investigators are now looking into the fire as a possible case of arson.
And Benton County Sheriff's Deputy and former state lawmaker Brad Clippert is leading by a wide margin in the race for Kennewick City Council position 4. Clippard, a 34-year military veteran, says his focus is on tackling drug issues, supporting law enforcement, and listening to the community. He'll serve a 4-year term and says his goal is simple: lead with integrity and a servant's heart.
And crews are finishing work on a new inflatable dome at Pasco's Memorial Aquatic Park. The nearly $2 million project will turn the outdoor pool into a heated, weather-protected space for year-round use. It's complete with backup power and efficient air circulation. Final inspections are underway before the city announces an official opening date.
And this swim mom is happy about that. I know my
Yay.
kids are too. And across the region, communities are coming together to honor those who served on this Veterans Day. In Pasco, a ceremony at Volunteer Park will feature patriotic songs, a keynote speaker, and a wreath placement. In Kennewick, the city will gather at Columbia Park at 11 a.m. to celebrate both Veterans Day and the 21st anniversary of the Regional Veterans Memorial. And then later this week, the Columbia Basin Veterans Center will host its 5th annual Veterans Resource Expo in Kennewick, offering free services and support for local veterans and their families. And of course, we always thank them on Veterans Day, but they always deserve to be thanked.
All the thanks every day. All right, now trending this morning, a childhood classic is coming to life in a storybook-inspired hotel suite. So the Sheraton Boston Hotel just unveiled its Goodnight Moon Suite.
This is pretty cute. Yeah, it's a full-scale replica of the Great Green Room from the beloved 1947 children's book. The whimsical room features green walls, red carpet, a glowing LED fireplace, and even a working dollhouse.
Suite also comes with other custom amenities, including a plush bunny for each child and turn-down service, complete with milk and cookies served in a keepsake porcelain bowl.
So cute. And the Goodnight Moon Family Suite accommodates up to 2 adults and 2 children. It's available to book through February 2026. Did you
Fun
guys
experiences.
Did you guys have a favorite childhood book that you would like to see like in a room?
What?
The Dumb Bunnies. Did you ever read that? That was
The Dumb Bunnies?
The Dumb Bunnies. Oh, it was so funny.
That's funny.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, they would just have like things all over the place, all flip-flopped and all that. So that'd be kind of cool.
That would be fun. I like all things Wizard of Oz, and there actually is an Airbnb in Seattle that is kind of all decked out with different Wizard
And
of
you
Oz
could decorate
things.
one yourself. You're good at that.
Probably could. I do kind of have a Wizard of Oz bathroom.
I can't remember the exact name of the book, but it was this little character guy, and he had this magic piece of chalk, and he like drew his he could just like create his own world.
I thought that was a Nickelodeon. Oh, weather. We gotta talk weather.
Gotta talk weather.
Let's talk weather.
Okay, well, visibility is looking bad this morning for the lower Yakima Valley and for the lower Columbia Basin and up towards Moses Lake and Ritzville. So please take it slow. Use the low beams in these locations. The fog should lift from the Tri-Cities around 8 this morning. It's going to take a little bit longer for the lower Yakima Valley. I'm thinking we'll be good after 10 a.m. Then up towards Ritzville and Moses Lake, that's going to take until around lunchtime. This morning it is cold. We're sitting around freezing in Yakima and in the Tri-Cities. You see that hourly forecast for this Veterans Day. Mostly sunny skies up around lunchtime. But in general for today, low to mid 50s for lower elevations. Going to have mostly cloudy skies, and then tracking the active weather ramping up for Wednesday night and beyond.
And thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website.
Good Morning America's up next, and we're back tonight with your local news and weather.
Have a great day and happy Veterans Day.